Hi everyone. I just wanted to put a quick video together to kind of just go over our class expectations and rules and just what you'll see during our virtual learning time for my reading class this year. So I'm going to start off with um, my rules and expectations for the class, which is what I will be going over with your students tomorrow. So First things first, we're asking all students to be on time, just as regular school. Um, my recommendation is trying to log on to Zoom those 10 minutes, 2 minutes before, I'm sorry, to make sure that your student is able to log in. Unfortunately, while I'm teaching class, I'm not able to troubleshoot or answer texts through talking points. So if you log on even just 2 minutes before, and if you find some kind of errors or something, I can help you out before class. We do want our students to be sitting in a quiet place, just because it minimizes distractions and they're able to pay attention better. I know being at home or learning from home can be a little difficult with distractions and things like that, but we definitely believe that sitting in a quiet space is going to help them focus a lot more. We also are asking that students have their learning tools ready. This first week, I'm going to really take it easy, and we're really just going to keep going over my rules and expectations for class. I'll be showing the students our Google Classroom and how to use it. The next week, we will get into more content teaching. So this week will really just be me getting to know them and going over our Google Classroom and our virtual expectations. We are asking that students keep their video on. Video on just helps us for attendance purposes. It helps us make sure that students are actually in tune with class and taking in all of the content that we are teaching. The flip side to that, we are asking students to stay muted, just because it minimizes background noise in case there is any. There will be times where students are allowed to unmute, and I'll make that known. So if I invite students to share, they can definitely unmute themselves, or if it's just free talk time, they can definitely unmute. I am also asking students to raise their hand. It just helps me keep order with the class, and I'll keep an eye out for students with hands raised. There is a feature on Zoom where students are allowed to raise their hand. I think Zoom gives like two emoji options, and one's like a clapping, and one's like a hand raise. So if they use the hand raise emoji, that's a lot easier for me because Zoom will notify me. But if they want to hold up their hand, I'll try my best to keep my eye out for that. And just to condense all the rules together, it's really just about listening to the teacher, looking at the teacher, really thinking about what we're saying, since we will be starting content teaching next week, and also voices off just to minimize the background noise um, as we do virtual learning. Participation is going to be key. It's one of the big things that TEA is looking for as far as virtual learning. Students must be participating in class as we are documenting their attendance and their participation. This is just a summing up of the rules and expectations for my class. All I ask is that they are on time, sitting in a quiet place, they have their learning tools ready, that the video is on, raising hands for questions, having listening ears, eyes, a thinking brain, and voices off. And most importantly, participating, right? Virtual learning can be a lot of fun with participation. So these are just my virtual rules and expectations for the classroom. Next, I'm going to go over our what we will be using. So, let's see. So we will be using two platforms for virtual learning. So the first is Zoom, and I'll be doing my live teaching via Zoom. The other platform that we're going to be using this year, which is different from last year, is Google Classroom. So I'm still playing with my Google Classroom and tweaking it and working it out, but I do want to show you what I have. Unfortunately, Google Classroom does not have a student view. So what I'm going to show you is what I'm seeing as a teacher on my end. Um, so yes, let me show you that. So I'm teaching second grade and third grade reading this year. So I've created two separate Google Classrooms for each class. Your student has a Gmail account, which is how they log in with their Chromebook. So with Google Classroom, I went ahead and added your student to my roster. And the only thing that they'll need to do is accept the invitation in their email account. So if you log into their email account, you'll be able to join from there. Um, I do have a parent's guide to Google Classroom that I will be sending out via talking points. And basically, it just condenses the information and lets you know how to accept that invitation for Google Classroom. It shows you what the different features on Google Classroom are for. And more importantly, it shows you how to submit an assignment. So it is very important that you look through this guide for Google Classroom just so that you're able to submit assignments with not too much trouble, I hope. So I'm just going to demo the second grade class. So this is the stream for my second grade Google Classroom. So here I'll be able to post announcements or reminders about things that are due and that you'll be able to submit through there. I don't believe that there is a way to contact me through Google Classroom, but you can always, always, always reach out to me via talking points or through email. I also am going to have a conference time, 11 to 11:45. I know it might be a little tricky to make that if you're working, but I am available at that time to answer any questions, help you troubleshoot, anything that you might need. I am there and available. Um, so the Google Classroom, at least what you'll see tomorrow, is not too much. I'll probably share a welcome message, and just a reminder that there is an assignment due. Right here, you'll see in this little upcoming area, you'll see what assignments are due. I went ahead and uploaded my assignment for the first day, which is just a couple of slides where students are going to tell me about themselves. So in the Google Classroom guide, it'll tell you how to complete that assignment and be able to turn it in. Now, for documentation purposes, it is extremely important that your student turn in this About Me assignment tomorrow, as it is the way that we are going to take attendance and ensure that your student stays enrolled with East Austin College Prep. So it is very, very, very important that you submit this assignment. Again, if you're having any trouble, please refer to the guide for Google Classroom. It'll definitely help you out. Yes, so there'll be I think you're gonna have two tabs. I have people and I have grades. People are the students in the class, and grades is my grade book for myself. I believe you'll have the stream and the classwork tabs. Classwork is where the assignments will be. So I've uploaded my first assignment, which is just a couple of slides where students are gonna tell me about themselves. So they'll just click it, click on the assignment. And here they'll go ahead and fill in their answers to for each slide. Very easy. If you're not able to type, I'd just insert a text box in there, just like that. There will, I don't have this feature since I am assigning this assignment, but you will have a feature where it'll say turn in and it'll be a blue button somewhere down here or somewhere down here or up here to turn in when you are finished or when your student is finished with the assignment. Um, yeah, I think that is the gist of what to expect this week and for our time on virtual learning. Again, if you have questions, if you need help, please let me know. Again, you can log on to my conference Zoom 11 to 11:45 each day, or you can contact me through Talking Points, and I'm also available by email. So I'm so excited for this school year. I know it's going to be great, even though we're starting off a little bit different, but I know it's going to be awesome. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow.